TikToker claims Matto said the didn't happen. Most of the replies...
Bro, why? Why are you even acknowledging this?
Agree.
It's so stupid. I literally don't think there's like a single rational human being on planet Earth that thinks that Dark Viper is a denier.
That Matto is right-wing. These people are legitimately delusional. Guess what, guys? A second GIF has hit 1 million views. The valid crash out. Maybe that whole thing, now that it's over at least, is worth it just so they get there.
I can't watch this guy. I can't watch this guy. Intro segment, I think this is pretty cool. So P. Diddy has been sentenced to 50 months in prison. Am I the only one shocked that this guy's doing any time at all? That's the big question. Is there anybody here who's shocked at all that P. Diddy will be doing any time at all in prison? Because that was what I was... Longer? No, bro, there's no way. I'm shocked this guy's actually going to prison. This is the new courtroom sketch. I guess he's wiping his eyes in this. He looks like Bill Cosby. 50 months sounds better than the reality of 4 years. Yeah, I guess he's doing 4 years in prison. I just couldn't believe he actually got a sentence. He does kind of, he looks like Bill Cosby in this. Not enough like Bill Cosby, or not enough time. The world may never know. Also, again, I don't really know a lot about Connor Eats Pants. I thought he was a Minecraft YouTuber for a while. He constantly, I guess, talks about me. The other guy has confirmed that he is not the one who's psyoping this, but I guess Connor Eats Pants is like very aware of who I am, and he's on with Gavin Newsom.
You're saying I don't have a problem with people disagreeing, but complete bullshit and lies.
Have you heard of Asmongold?
Wait, did fucking Gavin Newsom just say bullshit? What's happening? Did that just, that's Gavin Newsom just said bullshit?
You're saying I don't have a problem with people disagreeing.
Why is Gavin Newsom on Connor Eats Pants' live stream?
But complete bullshit and lies.
Have you heard of Asmongold?
You know the California guy?
Need to be called back up. What's that, man?
You know who Asmongold is?
I don't know who Asmongold is.
He's like a Joe Rogan, but on Twitch, but he stays inside.
Jesus. All right, man. Yeah. We're okay. So
this reminds me when JF was on here.
I gotta look at.
I used to do brain surgery on monkeys. Wow, that's very cool. The KKK, ever hear of the group? Dude, that was that we gotta go back and watch that again. We need a JF retrospective when he was trying to like radicalize children in Fortnite.
I gotta look out for him.
Yeah, a little bit less working out, a little bit more gaming, but he's cool.
What's by the way,
I don't hate Gavin Newsom. I just don't like California. It's kind of a. I mean, I don't really like the state of California. It was fun going there for VidCon, but gosh darn, I do not like the state of California.
Where do you spend most of your time?
And I don't like what it does to YouTubers.
It's not Fortnite.
I do like variety. Lately, I play this game Deadlock. Even heard of it? You will.
You're saying I don't have a problem.
Yeah, so that's my issue there. I also found this. I was looking for a cool thumbnail, and this is where I got it from. Obviously, this was a bit, which I don't know if I'd be making bits if I was him.
What's up, you guys? I'm happy to say that it's almost been 24 hours without being online at all, and I'm here to celebrate.
Look at his fucking face, dude. I mean, I think he's doing a bit here, but...
24 hours without being online at all, and I'm here to celebrate.
So, really quick, just as a correction for the previous stream, or I don't really know if it's a correction as much as whether it was wrong or not. As far as, I was made aware by Tina after the live stream. I have to write her back. I'm horrible at DMs, and I've had no time today. But the ages on the Brad Tasted Music drama were as follows, okay? He was 19 and 22 years old. So he was 19, she was 22 years old when they started talking. But when Brad moved in with his girlfriend that he accused of grooming him, he was 20. Thank you!
You care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
So Brad at the age of... Thank you. So Brad at the age of 20 years old had a girlfriend who was 3.5 years older than him, and he has accused her of grooming. That was just for context. Now, obviously, we scoffed at that when we heard it, but now that we have actual numbers to navigate here, it sounds even crazier. So yeah, 3.5 year age gap at 20 years old, has accused his girlfriend of grooming him. He was barely 20 years old, guys. Freshly 20, yeah. Which obviously that video has never released. So it's a real question. If you accuse your girlfriend of grooming you, but nobody's around to hear it unless it leaks, does it really make a sound? Does that count against you? I mean, it should count against you, but would we count that against everyone that's not Brad? A literal child? I mean, I'm going to count it against him because I'm malicious, but I'm wondering about you guys.
What's up, you guys? I'm happy to say that it's almost been 24 hours without being online at all, and I'm here to celebrate.
Amazing. His ancestors are like shame. True. Yeah, 100%. Then I saw this. So, what the fuck is this, dude? Why does this exist? Why is this happening? Okay, so apparently Dark Viper fled his home, I guess. Now, is that the new piece of lore? The real reason I left my old house after a decade? Is this why I had to move? So I think he just kind of says no. But he clickbaited that all these people just doxed him. And we're comparing, by the way, Jeremy with Willie Mac Show here and Shud Logic, which I think is fucking crazy. I had some words actually about the quartering and the interaction that he had with Dark Viper. So seeing those things compared is absolutely bizarre. I can't really watch this again because he just like, this is bait. What this is, my new house getting a BBL. What is this?
It was a sincere concern that I or people that I knew would be harmed by these people. Consequently,
Wait, what? Hold on, wait, what's the context of that?
And they just make the market far more competitive than it needs to be. There is no trickle-down exposure that benefits the market.
Okay, so they're talking about reactors. I don't care.
Because of Chud Logic and shit, a lot of really weird people were doxing and digging into my life. And there was a sincere concern that I or people that I knew would be harmed by these people.
Yeah, I think he's talking about... This is weird. I don't know how to navigate this.
Are you a virgin? Why can't you stop lying? Please stop lying.
I'm actually... Wait, what is he trying to say here?
I am not a virgin.
Is he acting like Chud was gonna like fly to Australia and attack him in his home? What is happening?
Okay, so at one point in time, because of Chud Logic and shit, a lot of really weird people were doxing and digging into my life. And there was a sincere concern that
Keep in mind, he's saying because of Chud Logic, a lot of weird people were doxing him, which, by the way, I fundamentally disagree with, but never mind. But he also, in other scenarios, says that, like, we just doxed him. Like, we were the ones doxing him. So is he trying to say that Chud was gonna go, like, I don't know, kill, like, a goat and, like, bleed its fucking body on, like, a door? Is that, like, a religious thing? Do they do that in, like, culture?
Or people that I knew
he's gonna burn a cross on his front lawn
would be harmed by these people. Consequently, I took down a lot of stuff that had no real value.
Okay, so he's talking about why he removed his other stuff. That's another one here. But there's like a full video, I guess, going into detail about like the doxing allegations more in weird forums. For the backstory, I don't like to victim blame people in scenarios like this, but hold on, let me just hear what he has to say first, okay? I just want to hear what he has to say before I go off.
I avoided formally being doxxed on the internet for the first 12 years of my career. This changed early 2024 when the drama YouTuber Chud Logic re-uploaded one of my videos to his YouTube channel.
Okay, this guy's just a liar. Okay, so Chud did not re-upload his fucking YouTube video. He reacted to I don't remember how long it was. It was between 8 and 17 minutes. Maybe it was 19. It was an extremely short stream highlight. And he reacted to the entirety of the clip, I think like 3 or 4xing its length, which I understand Dark Viper denies that that's allowed, but it was very obviously a critical video, bashing the shit out of him for like being cringe in terms of his reaction to like, it was the Sniper Wolf Shax Films thing, right? He's the reaction guy. He put out this long-standing 14-page document that he's really proud of. The internet made fun of him for. And then Jax Films has this identical drama where he's talking about the reactions of Sniper Wolf, where she's stealing content from like TikTokers and such, doing these like TikTok reaction, YouTube short reaction videos, taking a bunch of people's content, stealing it, and then repurposing it, right? So Dark Viper had like a little bit of a cry on his channel about how like all these people are stealing his ideas or like taking his shit. I can't play any of these clips because he literally struck Chud Logic. But he's so stupid when he tried to fill the forum out because he wanted to strike Chud's channel and his back like live stream, right? So he filled the forum out incorrectly. I'm not even kidding. He filled it out wrong, and YouTube kicked the strike back. So Chud's like, oh, okay, Dark Viper tried to strike me. And then for some reason, accidentally, YouTube leaked all of their emails with Chud Logic. Like, I guess because he mentioned Chud.
What's the name
and
of
then
the guy?
YouTube support
Orbiter,
ended
Nick
up
Oreo.
tagging him in it.
Mr.
Thank
Oreo.
you.
I think it's incredibly ironic Dark Viper, an Australian, is upset with Chud Logic, a British person.
Yeah, all
The
these
verbal
places are
spat
fake.
between Brits and Aussies is still going on, and Matto can't stop lying.
Yeah,
He really
so
should stop lying.
thank you. He can stop lying about so basically what happened is YouTube, like Dark Viper, unknown to us, had been fighting this for like 4 to 6 months or some extremely long period of time privately. I think he'd hired a lawyer to like threaten YouTube with legal action if they don't process his DMCA. The emails are really funny. I recommend watching them on Chud's channel. But eventually he mentions Chud Logic again and talks about how if these messages got out, like they would lead to him getting even more harassment or something. And then YouTube added, like CC'd Chud back into the email chain. So Chud got all of the leaked emails between the lawyer, Dark Viper, YouTube. Like they all just looped it back to him. And he just started reading through the entire chain of like this psychotic Dark Viper shit. So that's like the strike, right? He has his fucking version of the story, which everybody's malicious except for him. But the reality is it's much more gray than that.
While I attempted to use YouTube's copyright system to take down the video, an error on YouTube's part caused the video not...
He can't even concede that his fucking thing was... Like, dude, he's the copyright expert who can't concede that he filled out the form wrong. Okay? That's so fucking funny, dude.
To use YouTube's copyright system to take down the video, an error on YouTube's part caused the video not to be taken down.
How did everybody else get videos taken down? By filling out the fucking... By checking all the boxes.
So initially, nothing happened. When many months later the strike finally went through and this video was taken down, Chud's viewers made a forum specifically dedicated to trying to defame me. What
did he just say?
Video was taken down, so initially, nothing happened. When many months later the strike finally went through and this video was taken down, Chud's viewers made a forum specifically dedicated...
Chud's viewers made a forum specifically dedicated... Wait, what?
Trying to defame me. Quite unsuccessfully, mind you, because I'm generally a good person, and I
Holy fuck, this is insufferable!
haven't done any weird shit. But a part of their attempts was formally doxing me on that forum. And they further developed...
He's acting like Chud Logic owns Kiwi Farms! They created a forum just for this. Does he think, like, the way he's saying this is so crazy, because the viewer's takeaway would be that he runs Kiwi Farms. Like, they created a website dedicated to doxing him. I understand he doesn't want to say Kiwi Farms, and that's totally rational, but, like, it's so funny, dude, Chud Logic created an entire website dedicated to doxing. The reason why Dark Viper, in particular, got doxed, which sucks, and I don't support it, and I don't agree with it happening to him, and I didn't agree with it happened again to him after he made a really stupid argument right after Charlie Kirk was killed, right? Is because he's like a crazy schizophrenic lolcow. Like, if he didn't provide all this, like, unfortunately, I mean, that's kind of what happens. I don't support people going and doxing random people online, but when I mean that's kind of what happens, I mean, like, people are going to discuss you. When you attract the ire of these weird internet forums and stuff like that, you're put, like, that's what's going to happen. They're going to talk about you constantly. They're going to log every funny thing you've said in a YouTube video. They're going to keep watching all of your new videos and shit like that. It's similar to Snark existing. It's similar to the I miss the old iDub subreddit. People like Yeet are doing this, and unfortunately there are people who have different moral systems than ourselves that also engage in, like, reacting to and responding and archiving this content, right? But the reality is that Dark Viper found himself in the position that he was in because he was completely unable to deal with the fact that people were, like, making fun of him online. Really Thank you for the 20 gifted subscribers. I hope that kind of was explained well, because Dark Viper he had so many options to get out of this, right? Like, he didn't have to respond to this. He didn't have to strike Chud Logic. He didn't have to hire a lawyer and make the video go down. He didn't have to post multiple videos crashing out and lying. He didn't have to write, like, monologues on Twitter about how, like, I'm the only thing that brings him joy in life and that without him I'd commit suicide or something. Like, he didn't have to do all of those things, but he kind of had to do all of those things because he can't really help himself. And that's going to attract, like, A-logs. That's going to attract people who watch lolcow content. Because, quite frankly, that's what he became, like a lolcow. You know, if you poke him enough, funny things, I guess, happen.
Most of the falsehoods about my career and life that propagate to this day. If you haven't heard about any of this before and are interested, feel free to check out this playlist, Willie Mack Show's Endless Lies and Fake Data. The playlist covers not only the instigating event, but also the multi-year long...
Again, like, he didn't have to make, like, an 8-hour video. How long is this? I mean, what did he expect to prove here? Keep in mind, his audience is, like, hyper fixated on him, and they were not hearing any of this, right? So he didn't actually take any damage here. I don't think this did anything. Like, yeah, he created a 4-hour video, 2 more hours here, 2 more hours here, going over, and this is like it's a cut down, like, recorded video with, like, clips and highlights. It might as well be like a full edited piece of content, right? But he didn't have to do all of this.
So I'm interested to see what he has to say.
Speaks on.
But in the commentary community is...
Like, this is a video. I don't know anyone who's watched all of this, but this is a video, right? He could have just stopped.
Understand the principles I'm about to explain.
And it's not all commentary related either. There are people clipping him for things that have absolutely nothing to do with us, like his crash out when he was on a fucking thing playing Among Us, which you can, all this stuff's in Willie's video. But this accusation, whatever, that, like, Chud is responsible for doxing him is stupid, but it's actually extra stupid because now it sounds like he's trying to act like Chud owns the website. Apparently he loses sleep every time over this drama. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. I actually want to show you this really quickly for talking about random bullshit. This is like a pretty solid one. Have you guys seen the clip of, well, this is an interesting title. It kind of gives it away a little bit, but I do want to show this to you. And I'm not going to tell you why until we get to the end. So this is a video called What's the Difference Between Crack and Cocaine? Fun little intro tidbit today. Again, I promise we have a regular show. It's just the intro.
So your kind of most prolific bender was during the Trump era, between 2016
That is Hunter Biden. We are taking a look at a Hunter Biden video discussing crack and cocaine.
and 2020, which I think is important to clarify, is not when your father was in the White House.
Exactly. 100% not. There's this conflation that people have. I mean, you know, I think they're opening up.
Have you guys watched this video? Because he does go into depth about, like, the highs of cocaine and, like, prostitution, sex, and stuff like that. It is an interesting conversation to listen to, despite any other preconceived. It is like an interesting video. There's a KFC in Yemen! Thank you!
Now I both have something NG to fall asleep to and listed N to at work tomorrow, honeybee.
But as a true enthusiast, there was something else about this interview that really stuck out to me in particular. Like, there was something about this interview that, like, it's been locked in my mind for a long time. And it's been calling to me like the Green Goblin mask.
The cocaine that was found in a cubby outside the West Wing of the White House.
I think it was Don Jr. Oh, you're talking about old White House.
Yeah, when my dad was there.
Oh, so they just got to blame you automatically.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally going to do an FBI, another congressional investigation, because they've convinced themselves that it had to be me. That there was a little tiny, and I guess my point of even bringing it up.
Who else could have had it? Yeah.
Is that no. I have been clean and sober since June.
All right, so I want to get to the actual coke stuff. Do they show any of that in this clip?
Each of all people was giving me shit about my drug use. I said, really?
Hold on.
Literally. That's it.
Oh yeah, crack versus cocaine. Key difference is the chart, okay? Know the signs here. If you're not a seasoned drug veteran, okay, you wouldn't know the difference between a solid rock-like crystal and a white powder.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to, like, a science store.
This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make.
Okay.
How to make crack cocaine, but it literally is.
This is like, you know what's funny? When Hunter Biden does it, he's a horrible guy. When Gordon Ramsay goes to fucking, like, find cocaine from the source and watch people create it, he's a visionary, a genius, in fact.
Mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
Oh, it's vastly.
Also, I love how he goes, I don't want to teach people how to make it, and then they cut to a video.
A mayonnaise jar, cocaine.
Dude, dude, they literally cut to a video of showing people how to make
baking
it.
soda.
How different is the experience?
Oh, it's vastly different. And like for real, I
Okay. So there is something about this interview that has kind of caught my eye, and I've been thinking about it for a while. This is 2 months ago, this clip at least, but I know the interview itself I feel like is even longer. But I noticed that there was a little something interesting on his wrist. Okay? And I have heard that there is a watch. You can find out what this watch is, and it is referred to following this interview as the Hunter Biden. So anyways, this is the Hunter Biden that I picked up today. So anyways, it's a moon swatch. If you guys don't know, I mean, I love the moon swatches. You shouldn't buy them. They're kind of a ripoff. It's like a collaboration between Omega and the Swatch Group, which are all owned under the Swatch Group. Like the people who make the fun little $60 plastic watches make like the $8,000 Been to the Moon watches. Well, or at least the people who own them do. So yeah, it's like it's just plastic garbage with an acrylic crystal that looks like an Omega Speedmaster, the watch that went to the moon. You can check them out here. There's like a whole bunch of them. These are the ones you can buy online, but you actually have to go fucking in store to find all the cool, interesting ones. But yeah, no, I was sitting there today and I'm like, yeah, today's the day. Today's the day we're going to get the Hunter Biden. I might not smoke crack, but god damn it, I can look like I do. So yeah, we got the Hunter Biden today. I just wanted to point that out. I don't know. I thought that'd be a little fun little intro tidbit. Also, guys, I apologize on getting the YMS segments out a little bit late. Today, we posted an EHD one, which was on schedule. Tomorrow will be the first of the EFAP YMS segments. And then I believe the day after will be the final, like, animal one, okay? You know, the Rob's Media Response, like the animal segment, that will probably be the following day, and then eventually we'll drop the rest of the EFAP coverage. Has he responded since the big comments? To my knowledge, no. I saw this today on the Ethan Klein subreddit. Shout out to Porchy12, who created this meme. But this is kind of how all the YMS people have been responding. This is actually, I think, a quote. I am not in support of Animal R. I'm in support of consensual... Okay, yeah, this is just the quote from the stream. Look, man, he helped me through a very tough time, and so he means a lot to me, okay? You just gotta respect it. And I feel like if YMS saw this thing, I feel like if he saw this, the first thing that he would say is, this is actually defamation. It's completely out of context. This is a recent picture of me, and I said this 10 years ago. And then anyone would look at this and go, what does that say? Sucks a what? Sucks a what? He's like, no, you don't understand. This picture of me is way too recent. It sounds like a Smiling Friends bit. Yeah, it kind of does. But it's Kimba the Lion video. Well, listen, they tell you right what you're passionate about, all right? And YMS is passionate about lions. I don't know what Kimba the Lion is. I don't know. Is that one of the kings? I haven't seen this fucking thing since I was a kid. I have no idea. The guy in the middle I'm the guy in the middle, but I also still watch his videos. Again, I don't care whose videos you watch. There's a difference between somebody who's like, I'm going to keep watching X creator because I like their content and I can separate the art from the artist. Again, I respect that. I do that all the time. You kind of have to if you like anything from Hollywood these days, right?
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
But I absolutely detest, I detest and loathe the fucking people who are like publicly out and about it. It reminds me a lot of like the Destiny fans, where it's like they're almost bragging in the fact that they have absolutely no moral compass. You know, you can be a silent watcher, or even, I guess, like a quiet vocal watcher of these people commenting on videos and stuff without diving in head first to brag about watching extremely degenerate content creator is probably the best way to go about it. I saw some post today where it was like, on the Destiny subreddit, they were talking about his situation. It was like Legal Mindset posted the 80th cringe tweet in a row. Every day I see Legal Mindset's Twitter, I like him a little bit less. But at least some of these tweets are about the law. The ones that aren't about the law are funny because it's like you're just a drama YouTuber. Whatever. Okay, cool. It was like some post where it's like all he's got is the fact that Destiny allegedly still has CSAM on his hard drive. And that was like a sentence that I never want to ever say when I'm defending a YouTuber. I never ever want to utter anything even comparable to all he's got on him is the fact that it's still on his hard drive allegedly. It's like actually it's a fucking crazy sentence. You're like way in too deep at that point. Legal mindset is messy. Honestly, that guy should just go fuck off and go east, I think, personally. I don't know. We need to prop up a better grade of fucking lawyer YouTubers. Holy shit, dude. Can we get an ultimate Shelbo review? I compile all the Shelbo stuff and then bring it out for fun intros. So we're not going to do that today, but we'll inevitably do that. So yeah, the YMS stuff was funny. I think that arc is over. I don't have any further coverage planned. He hasn't talked about it. I think the closest thing to that segment is going to be whenever the new Nux Taku video, well, not Nux Taku, but like the new Mudahar video drops. Checking out Nick Andros' content, I feel like that will kind of hit similar. Okay, hold on. All right. In terms of like, all right, that was a horrible sentence. That's not what I meant at all. Sorry. I'm going to just roll that one back and start over. Okay. Spoilers. No, I don't talk to Nick Andros privately, so I have no idea what his video is. In terms of just like, I don't know, Nick Andros made a video here. It kind of has that same vibe as like going after old creator for X reason. No, there's no Mudahar Puppy History Month happening. That's not. I realized while I was saying that it would sound like Mudahar has like an animal thing. He does not. I have no evidence of that. It's never even come up. Nick, will you cover Dark Viper's response to being a Holocaust supporter? I don't know, Smaggle. What's this? All right, again, I don't know the ethics and morals of showing this. But this is something that Smaggle sent to me last night and told me, Nick, tell me what's wrong with this video.
That the Holocaust is objectively wrong. Would you say
if it happened at all, by the way? But yes, okay, so theoretically, if it happened. In theory.
What? Whoa! Whoa! What was that? What was that? Whoa! So apparently this video had gone somewhat viral. Was that DarkViperAU? So, I mean, this has to happen to people every so often, right? You get put in weird situations. So Dark Viper added everyone about it. Hello guys, somebody put me in a TikTok suggesting I'm a Holocaust denier. He claims to know because I said nothing ever happens at some point. This is a meme that has nothing to do with the Holocaust. It is a general meme to counter the it's happening memes. As in, nothing ever happens, don't get excited. I wonder if they're just misremembering the meme from Twitter. I can't, dude. I can't, dude. Also, this draws me back to another, like, psychotic... Probably my biggest A-log that nobody understands is actually probably my biggest A-log. Nerd City. For people who have no context to that sentence, Nerd City is everywhere. This guy shows up. There'll be streams shitting on me that have fucking 15 viewers, and Nerd City will enter the chat. That guy hates me more than life itself. But Nerd City... We haven't talked about Nerd City in like 2 years, bro. Fuck off. Fucking Nerd City... when he was talking to Tommy C, said that I was a, what did he say? He thought I was going to dox him, like I was a doxer, because I used the word lolcow, as that word was like affiliated with Kiwi Farms. You could ask Tommy. He was there. I mean, like it was like a call with me, Nerd City, Clown, and Tommy. And he's like, you used the word lolcow in your video title, so I'm worried you're going to dox me. It's kind of the same thing here. It's like you said nothing ever happened, so clearly you deny the Holocaust. I wonder if they're misremembering the meme from Twitter. Regardless, my personal position... Okay, and just to add context to that, there was a stream by Salvo Pancakes, one of the guys who ended up posting my phone number and shit, like a whole bunch of stuff, obviously. He did a stream. I think I'm almost positive I'm remembering this correctly, that people had sent me screenshots. He was doing a stream revealing fake naked pictures of me because he had Googled fat guys with green shirts naked. And he had looked at like a bunch of cocks and was like, this is the one that we're going to go with. And he like revealed censored fake nudes of me and Nerd City was in that chat. Nerd City was there, if I remember correctly. I apologize if I'm slandering you, but I remember people sending me screenshots that Nerd City showed up to the iconic green shirt. That was where I was like, okay, this guy's just locked and loaded. All right, he's just there. Okay. He was in the room when it happened. He filmed it. I'm kidding. That was like a thing that happened. So yeah, regardless of my political positions, they're Googleable. As what this meme actually is, it was wrong of him to claim in the comments that I at one point was right-wing. I wasn't, but it's beyond negligent to wrongly suggest a public figure denies the Holocaust, and they called for the video to be reported. So that's obviously the end of it. This is not like a significant blow to Dark Viper's career. It's like an insane schizo retarded TikTok edit. It's akin to like a Chud Logic thumbnail. What was the recent Chud Logic thumbnail? I saw this. Dark Viper AIDS. Oh, that's gonna load up a lot of replies. Oh, here. So recently, Chud Logic posted a video. I see this as like kind of similar. He posted a video on Dark Viper, and the title of the video is so you've survived AIDS. Now what? And the thumbnail, I survived AIDS, now what? With a picture of Dark Viper with his hands open. And this one is man who got AIDS on purpose. And then it's Dark Viper supposedly getting like anally fucked by the AIDS man. Dark Viper's Dark Viper AIDS, his girlfriend, is turning on him. Like, this is okay. Also, the new Bo Black's thumbnail was fucking terrifying. That's like another thing that I'm not even gonna fucking unfollow the Bobby channel immediately. Unfollow it immediately. This is your one warning. Do not look. Close your eyes. Unsubscribe. Okay, that's besides the point. Anyways, Dark Viper put an entire segment out on this fucking stream. On this guy's fucking stream. This guy put this shit out. I can't.
TikToker claims Matto said the didn't happen. Most of the replies...
Bro, why? Why are you even acknowledging this? It's so stupid. I literally don't think there's like a single rational human being on planet Earth that thinks that Dark Viper is a Holocaust denier.
That Matto is right-wing. These people are legitimately delusional. Guess what, guys? A second GIF has hit 1 million views.
Okay.
The valid crash out. Maybe that whole thing, now that it's over at least, is worth it just so they get that.
I can't watch this guy. I can't watch this guy, dude. I can't do it. I fucking can't. Maybe the crash out is worth it because his GIF has hit 1 million views. Dude, I can hear that through the screen. Like a paused video, I can hear it, dude.
Valid crash out. Maybe that whole thing, now that it's over at least, is worth it just so they get that GIF. Speaking of TikTok, I ran across this TikTok from this dude who I've seen everywhere because he's fucking huge on TikTok or whatever. This looks like just a clip. Count.
Why is he doing
this? This thing has almost 1 million likes. 9 million views. And I looked in the comments and like not a single one of these people is pointing out that everything this dude said is false. I went to Charlie's video and nothing Charlie said was wrong. YouTube ads are getting ridiculous.
All right, I don't care about Charlie. Let me see your thing. Is this all about Charlie? Am I getting trolled? Know your meme shows nothing ever happens. Okay, no, this is it.
The amount of ads you're going to be served is very low.
I got to be very careful with what parts of this that I do show. Specifically because he will strike my fucking channel. I have to be like super careful here.
Yesterday, I saw on my Reddit.
Okay, this is the part that matters. So it's not a whole segment. It's not a whole segment. It starts with a 5.
TikToker claims Matto said the Holocaust didn't happen.
This has 49 comments. There is absolutely no reason.
Under this TikTok, someone commented, "What is Dark Viper doing here?" And the post replied, "He said nothing ever happens." Obviously referencing Holocaust denial. All I can say is, what the fuck? Most of the replies even agree that Matto is right-wing. These people are legitimately delusional. If you guys...
Guys, all right. I think that spreading misinformation is morally incorrect. Intentionally so. It is very against my moral compass to advise anyone on planet Earth to spread misinformation. But nobody's ever said anything about a little white lie. I mean, I think it would be funny to refer to right-wing influencer DarkViperAU. I mean, like, you know, listening to what he says right here, if he was right-wing, this is exactly what he would say.
Guys even agree that Matto is right-wing. These people are legitimately delusional. If you guys could report the TikTok, that would be great.
No, that's not a white lie. Do not call him Dark Viper JQ. I'm done, bro. Dude, how has nobody ever wrote that before? How is nobody... Dude, no, okay, we're wheeling it back. That's too far. We're not calling him Dark Viper JQ.
Right? As Know Your Meme shows,
Whoa!
nothing ever happens is just a meme. The nothing ever happens meme is an internet catchphrase motif expressing cynicism or fatigue.
Dark Viper... Dude, it's JQ's Jewish question if you're not terminally online like me. Oh my god, that's the worst thing I've ever heard, dude.
About global events. The idea being that although people anticipate big changes or dramatic moments, in reality, nothing significant ever ends up happening. I believe this person said, because I said that...
fucking just called him... Wait, why is Streamlabs like fucking dead? It just stopped reading after 2 seconds. What the fuck happened to YouTube? Also, somebody in chat just called him Third Riker AU. I don't know what to do. I need to cease this segment. I can't do this anymore. He's gonna strike my channel. He's gonna stop me. You can't call him Third Riker JQ.
The phrase, nothing ever happens.
Okay, so yeah, nothing ever happens. That's what he says here. Then he goes through like, dude, how many comments are there? What is Dark Viper AU doing here? He said nothing ever happens. Always thought Dark Viper was left. He wasn't. What do you mean, wasn't? He was not lefties. I can't even speak English. What is happening? Holy fuck.
Even acknowledging here that it was from, he said nothing ever happened. I think I saw the video where he said that. The Chaos Mod stuff. And so now knowing that you're mentioning me or whatever and lying about me is going to result in engagement, this person will just make more TikToks along the same vein. And there's nothing.
But like now, if this guy, like, dude, okay, I feel like you have to be really unhinged to make this in like, actually believe what you're writing. So this person is probably a troll. Right? I can't imagine there's anybody who'd actually make a video calling Dark Viper right wing just because they've done bad research or something. I think you have to be like an unhinged schizophrenic. So by making this video, you're like, hey, okay, this is working. Keep doing this. This is like the equivalent of responding to Kino Casino for iDubbbz if, and only if, the Kino Casino was as big of a streamer as Aiden Projects. Like, this is just like this is a complete disaster. Like, there's no reason to do this. But yeah, anyway, so here's a little bit more of Dark Viper's response.
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with you? Like, every single thing in this fucking video, your newest video is a lie! All I said, I just want you to acknowledge what you did and apologize. I spent 4 days of my life trying to get you to do that. And at every fucking turn, you said, no, fuck you. You just wouldn't even acknowledge what I wanted you to apologize for. Even in this fucking video, you still would not acknowledge what I wanted to apologize for.
Okay, can somebody tell me why it lined up? That was entirely by accident, where he starts violently shaking his cursor. That was by accident. I didn't mean to do that, but it just happened to be at like the opportune time to set that up. That was actually completely by accident. That was just something that happened live. Dude, 4 days AU. Had to rewind. I mean, dude, it's so difficult to engage with. Like, I don't know why Dark Viper continues to put himself down this path, right? At this point, we don't really do Dark Viper segments anymore. They're kind of just little intro tidbits. I almost kind of feel bad for the guy, and then I remember that he sucks, and then I don't feel bad for him anymore, and that fixes it. I just remember that I hate him. Also, what the fuck is in his ear, dude? Is he Dark Viper deaf? Not Amation, just deaf. He's Deaf Viper AU? The fuck is that? Is it like a Bluetooth speaker? What's going on? Oh wait, is that like over-ear headphones that he's wearing behind his neck? Or is this, it looks like his headphone is like pierced through his ear. They're butt plugs? Does the AU stand for, okay, dude. Okay. Dark Riker JQ is excruciating to listen to. You just know that I'm gonna accidentally at some point refer to him as fucking Dark Riker JQ entirely by accident now. Because like this is, dude, it's so easy, it's so free. They just make this so easy. I don't know. Normally I'm not trying to have the meta conversation about a lol cow on my stream because I mean it benefits me financially. for them to not realize what they're doing is fucking them over, right? Like, I benefit directly if iDubbbz continues to stream. That's why I have the joke, like, you're just one stream away, like everybody else has. It's not like I invented it, but you're just one stream away, iDubbbz. You can fix everything, because it continues to make me money when he doesn't, right? Or when he does, right? Dark Viper, I just keep telling you, you gotta stop. You just need to stop doing this. Just please stop. I do not need more super chats about it, but thank you. Love my favorite YouTuber, Darth 14 word JQ. Thank you. Thank you, Octave. Thank you so much. I think that the donations are broken. I'm pretty sure donations are fucked. For our last little intro tidbit, and I am actually not lying about this, this is something that legitimately happened. I'm just curious if you guys have ever seen this. I went to start my stream today. I went to show that. I'm going to show you a bit behind the scenes right
Nicholas
now.
DeOrio's
I don't know
video.
what's going to be shown
I love
here.
my favorite YouTuber Darth. 14 words.
Oh,
JQ.
It's fixed. Amazing. So I went to start my stream today. Okay. And the layout just changed. I refreshed it while the music was playing. And while I've been doing the intro, I've been trying to get a grip on what's happening here. New layout, horizontal. They completely changed the layout where everything is now tucked in at the bottom. And I did not know this because when I set up the stream, it was the old layout. And now we have this awesome view where the entire screen is just my chat and the window that's in my OBS window. And like all the interesting parts that I would like to have are in this nice little tucked away thing where I have to click multiple. I mean, this was always kind of like this. It's not entirely different now, but they kind of smashed stream settings in there, which used to be its own like widget. If I make this bigger, it doesn't get better. It just gets wider. Oh my God, this is actually fucking lethal. This is legitimately lethal. Hold on, wait. This is how it looks if you're using it on like a regular computer. This is actually the worst fucking thing ever. Hold on. Oh my God. This is actually crusty as fuck. Who the fuck asked for this? Look at this. This is what it looks like if you're not putting it on the side of the screen. This is great, dude. This is awesome. I'm actually so glad that you took the stream settings menu out and you made it completely unusable. Wow, dude. This is an awesome feature. I'm so happy about this. Also, the Rangers are playing, so the horn's gonna start going off again. Bro, that's so ugly. Dude, I literally start my stream and they're like, hey, dude, new studio just dropped. Dude, check this shit out. It's sick. Oh, it's great, dude. Yeah, again, this stream part here, if you guys have never seen the interface, this whole thing, like, used to just be this huge window right here, and now it's crushed in with super chats, stream settings, which I'm not stupid enough to screenshot and show you, but it's very clustered, stream health, and shopping, the iconic shopping tab. Oh, and if you're looking on the bottom right-hand corner, which is not viewable, this window right here has the buttons where you can do things on stream. And again, I showed this last time. This is like extremely funny for me for some. I do not know why they've chosen this while we're going to rant about YouTube. So these are the iconic engage with your community buttons. So we have the obvious start a Q&A, start a poll. You can have viewer questions or your viewers can weigh in. Or you could ban half your chat and prune them entirely out of the stream and force it to go members only. I don't know why this is here. I feel like there's like a better spot. Like imagine if you're like, oh, start a poll, and then it's boom, you've accidentally scheduled the YouTube members only live stream while you're in the middle of a conversation. You just ban half the chat. You just one click. No, it's not one click. I imagine I'm not going to click it because the only time I ever see this button is when I'm live. Maybe when I'm getting off tonight, I'll try. Like when I'm leaving the stream, I'll give it a chance to see what happens. I assume it's going to pop up and have you title something but it doesn't, like, why would you have this as like a quick little button that you could hit here? It's so stupid. If you've never seen Waller play Star Wars Outlaws, because I'm on a total tangent right now.
Diverting power to deflectors.
Deflectors? Are you serious?
So this is the fucking Star Wars Outlaws game. I think the EA Star Wars game, not Jedi Fallen Order, the one with the outlaw gun game.
Sarah, keep trying.
Ugh. Not a space mission. No. Anything but...
A distress beacon.
Calling in some favors.
Oh, God.
I hope.
It's gonna be the rebels.
It was not the Rebels, by the way. It was specifically not the Rebel. This is the bad one. I haven't played it. No lightsabers? Yeah, it's a lot like Andor. I can't get into it without the lightsabers. I'm kidding. The rape keeps me. I'm kidding again. I'm kidding again. I'm just trying to trigger you.
Oh. Press some more buttons, quick. What's going on?
I can't bring up Andor without the rape scene because it is the funniest thing that Star Wars Theory. Star Wars Theory, when his whole chest was like, Star Wars doesn't. There needs to be no rape in the Star Wars. I forgot exactly what he said, but it was so fucking funny when I saw it. And everyone's like, you guys know this like space Hitler killing about like genociding and blowing up entire planets, right? Yeah.
Daniel, did you get out?
You could say that.
Oh, the rebels!
Dude, the rebels came in and saved him. Wait.
You could say that.
Oh, the rebels! Guys, the rebels are here.
Not bad.
It's Ubisoft? Sorry, it's not EA. EA is the good one.
What now?
Press more buttons.
The distress beacon.
Closer.
The rebels.
You missed me.
Dude, I'm sorry. This is one of the greatest. This is actually probably better than the actual game. Dude, Frogan. Dude, it's the rebels. No, it's not Frogan. No, it's not the rebels. It's Frogan.
The distress beacon.
Closer.
The rebels.
You missed me.
This is the most Marvel shit I've ever seen.
Right. If you say so.
Yeah, dude, this is Frogan coming in to save Casey Shaw in the lawsuit.
Jabba and his little fucking fat guy ship running around. I am here, okay?
Guys, if you haven't seen it, we just put out they just put out episode 2 of the Halloween stuff that we were doing over there, the Child's Play series, where you like react to the movies and stuff. So you can go take a look at that if you want. It's like Metal Commander, me. Actually, speaking of that, I have no reason to promote this or shill this, but I see, and I literally, I'm a simple man. I see plushies that aren't being done by Bo Blacks, and I promote the fuck out of them. If you know who Metal Commander is dropping a new makeshift plushie.
Look at all these plushies. Aren't they nice? And cuddly and soft and...
Didn't they all sell? And people bought them and they sold 400% of expected?
delicious?
They actually didn't end up getting sent back after Ethan Klein didn't buy them all?
I mean, I don't know about delicious. I didn't eat them, but they look rather nice, don't they? But isn't something missing? Or someone?
Amazing.
Yes, you see that right. He's finally here, your very own Moodle plushie to own and buy and do all...
Isn't it funny that you can make a plushie of yourself and it still looks good? Well, I guess I don't know if it's himself. It's his avatar. I don't know if he actually looks like that. But, like, there's so much more happening here than the Bo Blacks one. Like, the eyeballs are, like, bigger and they're popping out of the face. It's got a big bushy beard, right? Like, this is a plushie of a humanoid thing. Not like a furry, cute animal or something, or not like an emote in Shaq.
Nick just started insulting me.
And this probably will sell.
All kinds of things.
This is probably going to sell. I mean, everybody, even like remotely connected to EFAP, sells plushies like hotcakes. I don't even know what hotcakes are, but apparently they sell really well. So, I mean, it's so funny that like it's not even the fact that Bo Blacks was like humanoid that was the problem. What would an Ian plushie look like? I mean, if you make one of like felted Ian or something, it might actually sell. But yeah, that's Metal Commander. Okay, guys, sorry. We're way off target here. In a previous live stream, we did an introductory segment, okay? I know a lot of you guys are here for dog explosions, right? People who electrocuted their dog or vaporized it like Deji. But first, we need to issue a correction on damn drops, all right? I clearly did not know who I was dealing with when I did my segment on this, so I've got to make it right. Obviously, we were covering... listen, as a food enjoyer, right? As an iconic food enjoyer, many a times I've been looking for the review of the new Burger King freaky menu items, right? And sometimes report of the week. Listen, I love the guy. Sometimes he doesn't give me what I'm looking for, okay? I need to know if the new Wendy's meal of misfortune is worth my time.
Wendy's, this is a good one, Wendy's. I won't hold you.
Now, he started producing content of a different variety.
I recommend watching Nicholas
And I've been told there's another video here that we didn't even cover. Living with erectile dysfunction. Apparently, this is the beginning of the arc. We were unaware of this. This is like the YouTuber apology setup.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5.
In the middle of the
man.
Wendy's chicken nugget reviews, we actually did take a cutaway, and we found out what it is like for the penis to not work properly.
Hello, my name is Dame Drops, and I have
I just saw
ED,
Keffel's tweet.
erectile dysfunction.
Dude, I know. The food reviewer announced he has ED, and he does not mean eating disorder.
I was watching some of your older videos, the one on Bunty King specifically today.
Oh god, that one's
and
brutal.
I can't help but notice that your voice sounds different.
Blue Yeti.
Are you the same Nicholas DeOrio?
It is-
Or are you a skinwalker?
Blue Yeti microphone. You know how they say the camera adds like 5 pounds? The Blue Yeti microphone adds multiple decibels.
How's that for a video opener? Well,
listen, he might have an eating disorder, but at least
on Twitter.
At least he's got that sick fade right here. He's got a good cut.
Before we get into the juicy stuff and how I arrived here, though I think by now many of you already know, time to take our meds.
Jesus Christ, dude! What the
Matter of
fuck?
fact, even before,
Bro, imagine you were like watching
Nick
the
is
fucking.
lying. He actually got vaxxed.
I did. It was a vaccine.
before I take my meds, let's take a look and just kind of see where we're at as far as the Freestyle Libre.
So just to be clear, you pop over to Damn Drops, and now ever since the erectile dysfunction video, you're getting your interesting updates. The Burger King Scooby Doo meal review, and then life with a prosthetic penis.
We had this conversation in the first video about fully deflating. If you're going for a massage, fellas, please don't do what I did. Please don't do what I did. Don't go in for your massage still partially inflated. Don't do that. But you have to cycle. But you have to remember to deflate. All right?
So my understanding is there's actually a pump in the balls that he squeezes. I didn't watch this whole video, but apparently he squeezes the balls, and that produces the... All right. Okay, so we went over this. This is not a crazy unveil for people who've watched the stream. For people who didn't, I'm sorry. Viewer discretion is advised. You can go back and watch the KFC Hot Honey barbecue chicken because it's back or something. Here's the thing. This is what I need to correct right now because we covered the...
I got the Superman.
The Superman? I was unaware that this is not just some guy who reviews food. I did not realize it, and I don't think I don't think anybody pointed it out to me when I did the segment. This is a fucking YouTube legend. As the burger pans away, everyone will know who we're talking about.
Listen.
Bro, it's him! I found this out during the half-baked recording today.
YouTube, Facebook. I want to get right into it. I want to tell you how official Five Guys Burgers are.
Dude, it's fucking this dude. It's fucking this guy. It's the fucking damn guy. I literally, hold on. Oh, video's private. Well, that kind of fucked it up.
It's still
You claim to care
attached.
about rape,
Thank
and
you.
You're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called
These
Ultimate Rape
nuts.
Review.
Who
Like, this
cares?
is actually fucking insane. I literally could not believe it.
Super official review, King Digger, baby. Hey, listen, man. YouTuber Zedar25, hit me up in the comment section below.
That YouTuber literally created history. Dude, here. I literally started just fucking as soon as I saw this guy's face, I literally immediately started singing the song.
Oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, they're going ham. Oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, they're going ham.
Dude, he's like, this is how my penis is supposed to be. Now it inflates so perfectly. Dude, oh god.
This is how bacon is supposed to be. The fries, they blend so perfectly. The cheese up in here, going ham. Damn, damn.
I can't. can't believe. All right, I just wanted to give you the. I needed to give this guy a fair shake. You know, because now he okay. I need to clarify that because we did this segment and I didn't realize we were talking
Nicholas,
like actual YouTube royalty.
I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks.
I couldn't believe it. This video is like 2012. This is so old. Froggy Fresh was Krispy Kreme. I want to show you this really quickly.
Title's not clickbait. For the first time ever, I have been served some hefty legal paperwork.
Doesn't he kind of... All right, I don't want to be a dick here. If you shaved his head, does he kind of have the beard of like New Leafy? Like he's got like the cheeks and beard of New Leafy.
Way, no! There's a KFC in Yemen!
The right can't meme. The left can't meme. Neoliberal centrist superiority achieved once
This is
again.
like the Leafy facial hair.
There's a KFC in Yemen!
What does Leafy's facial hair look
Normal
like?
drunk people. We should go eat some animals. Alleged.
Oh
drunk
God, no,
IMF.
no!
We should go eat out some animals. Goose goose cool sign honeybee honeybee.
Here. All right. Obviously, there's a reason why this picture and the related ones are circulating. I don't know. I guess Leafy has less hair. Leafy still can't grow a beard, but it's like a similar, mostly unkempt beard. It doesn't go this... Leafy has it... I don't know. Leafy has like the more predatory version where it looks like it hasn't grown, but...
There wasn't anything ceremonious about it. It's not like any of the, crazy stories you might have heard about people being served where like...
Dude, everyone starts at like a 0 to 10, right? If you're like a 3 in terms of how full your beard is, you look like a sex offender. So you have to wait like a week or two before your beard looks good enough that you lose your like Amber Alert when you walk by. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of hair in certain places is the difference between looking like a sex offender or having a thick full beard.
Someone will go incognito like a secret agent, like with the disguise where they have some kind of silicone mask of your mother's face on it, so you open the door and then bang, you get the paperwork served to you or anything.
Thank you!
Someone super chatted Kino Casino the other night with a new Nick. Thanks for the $5, my friend.
I got that one.
You can
Thank you very much.
It was the night they were in Batman and Robin costume.
Yeah, I downloaded it.
It was nothing like that. Just a normal, unassuming, albeit very large envelope in the mail.
So he didn't have like a Frogan tier, somebody stalked him outside his house at night thing. But I find this fairly interesting. He explains what the alleged lawsuit is for here.
One of the streams I pulled up was a Ryan Hall Y'all stream where he was showing a bunch of footage of Hurricane Milton, and one of the footage snippets, like one of the contributors, was Brad Arnold. You can see his footage there as one of the, on the...
Okay. So, I'm not going to sit here and watch this entire fucking video, because obviously new information has come out, but I think this is significant. A legal notice was passed through, a threat of a lawsuit was passed through, because Moist Critical was doing, like, Weather Channel coverage on a Weather Channel that was showcasing Storm Chaser footage for 30 seconds. This isn't even Moist Critical watching a video. This is Moist Critical watching a video of an organization who's, I guess, stealing the content of this Storm Chaser.
The scene, boots on the ground, reporters there. And I had that...
I can't imagine in any circumstance where even if this lawsuit went forward, Critical loses that one.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick DeOrio.
I mean, that sounds
Mr.
absolutely
Oreo.
fucking crazy.
Nicholas DeOrio just wanted to update you that Reed Tiamer the Storm
Guys,
Chaser
I'm going to
said
lose
he's
my
not
mind.
gonna sue-
Thank you. Can I just do the segment? I know, I saw 50 people tag me. I appreciate Raw's alerts. Thank you. I know. It's right here. I'm getting there. I promise. I promise. Thank you.
Phoenix Wright just lost a client, as I will no longer be requiring his services. The potential lawsuit that I was wrapped up in is no longer being pursued. It is amicably being banished to the Shadow Realm, so it's done and dusted. I even talked to Brad Arnold on the phone a couple of times, who is one of the people listed in the demands letter that...
So, okay.
Section there, that footage that included Brad Arnold's work there on my stream for less than 30 seconds. Unless I missed another instance of it somewhere, it was present for less than 30 seconds.
It is actually fucking insane that a legal document with a full drafted lawsuit, right, was sent to somebody over a 30-second clip that he didn't even seek out that was visible on a screen.
Did pause at one point, so if you count the pausing with the image of the footage there, it's a little longer, but I can't imagine a still image counts. If it does, then no bussy is safe, because that
every Charlie video has one of those.
Would just be fully Pandora's box wide open here. Even this video would be in jeopardy then, because I did just show you a screenshot of that stream that had a still image from Brad Arnold's on the scene work. But it's
so
just
from what I've heard, apparently storm chasers in general have been the victim of mass content theft, not from people like me, not from people like Charlie, but apparently like local news organizations and even larger news organizations are just mass stealing this stuff. Instead of sending people out to actually quote unquote chase storms, they're just stealing broadcast footage that other people are making and rebroadcasting that footage to others. So that caused these two individuals to reach out to a lawsuit related, like a law firm that specialized, I guess, in copyright abuse. And they, I guess, blind fired a lawsuit to Charlie without even talking to the people who were allegedly wronged.
The picture, it's not moving or
That's if you believe what they said, but I'm inclined to believe it because I don't think they have a case. I think that they just blind fired a bunch of like legal threats to have people stop doing what they're doing.
And it's like I have it here for 5 seconds. I guess we'll see. I think that would be really scary if that is now completely prohibitive and a potential copyright infringement. That would be very, very scary. Anyway, though, that's
Charlie got caught in the crossfire. Again, I don't know if I highly doubt they have a case against this. If they're just firing these things out in mass, realistically, how personalized are these?
Extent of
like, how Charlie specific was this? Charlie even mentions, he goes, there's a bunch of really weird shit in here. It looks kind of sus. He reached out to the content creators to ask, like, hey, is this actually you guys? Because, I don't know. Like, what's happening here?
Brad Arnold's footage that entered into the Thunderdome of my 1.5 hour long Hurricane Milton stream. So it was less than 30 seconds.
Because people are pointing out with this thing, they're like, oh, a certain Jewish YouTuber has kind of set a precedent here. And it's like, on the face of it, the guys who were threatening to sue Critical are like well within their right to protect their intellectual property. If news organizations are stealing their shit, then yeah, I mean, I genuinely would probably give a take similar to like when Denim steals shit from news organizations. That's like totally fine. Absolutely. I have no fucking idea why they sent something to Charlie, because what Charlie did was he did absolutely nothing wrong. But with it, like the larger issue there, it's like, yeah, they absolutely should protect their intellectual property.
I don't think that's an extensive period of time there, but I'll go ahead and let bygones be bygones on that and move on to Reed Timmer. Reed Timmer and Brad Arnold are both being represented by this firm.
I think copyright on news is a weird topic. Well, I think that news organizations that pay people like living wages and shit shouldn't be able to just fire people and steal shit off the internet so they can bolster their their clip history here. You know what I mean? I think they should actually have to hire people to do journalism and not just rely on social media retards with cameras to do their job for them, right? That should probably be the case. I don't like, yeah, obviously if a clip is found from somebody, they shouldn't have to jump through hoops to showcase it if that's the only way that content can be created. But I do think it's inherently lazy to go out and take somebody's content that they're personally working on with like in regards to these storms, these tornadoes. People are driving into fucking like hurricanes and shit to record what's happening. I don't think a mainstream media news publication should just jack that content and rebroadcast it to thousands and thousands of people without any money being exchanged. It should be licensed.
So it's a tag team here, a dynamic duo looking to double fist my butthole. Reed Timmer was on my stream for, I wrote these down because it was a couple times.
Yeah, listen to this part right here.
28 seconds the first time where I showed some of Reed Timmer's, once again, on the scene footage. It was 28 seconds to see what was going on. And then once I showed that, Reed Timmer's fans came in my chat telling me that I should really check out his tank. He built like this really cool tank, and they really wanted me to see Reed Timmer's tank. So I went to his video that showed his tank, and I had that on screen in total for 1 minute and 10 seconds.
These are like the companies that were going through and flagging YouTuber content and like claiming them, but now they're sending legal threat demand notices. It's insane. It's insane that you could have something like this happen that would be like, that would take years of multiple people's lives and hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially in exchange or spent money. And they're firing these things off without even contacting the people they work with.
I then skipped towards like more of the middle of the video to see the rockets because everyone wanted me to see like the rockets he has on the tank. So I went there and that was on screen for 25 seconds.
And this is after Critical like quits reaction content.
Total. And then I just paused it and I just had it as a still image there. So it was there for a bit longer as a still image, not the video.
I do think there's an interesting hypocrisy to point out. Apparently AI generated content.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Apparently like AI generated content is actually like the plague. And you know why that is? Because unemployed Twitter artists work really hard on their drawings, which I shouldn't be insulting them while explaining this, because yeah, people work really hard on their work, right? And these models come out and they just take this content and create something new by just compiling stolen shit together. And that is what your parents are using to make funny photos when they use Apple's AI. You know what I mean? Like when they use the Meta AI glasses feature, it's your hard work that's being compiled without your credit or without your knowledge, or without your being paid for your work, right? And it's being used by like hundreds of thousands and millions of people across the country to do something that they like. You know, so that's super simple. Everyone hates that because the artists get screwed over. People who create music get screwed over. People who make like video related content get screwed over. But then when content creators have their entire fucking streams ripped by these news organizations or different YouTubers without any recourse at all whatsoever, then it's like, oh, well, you're not allowed to defend yourself on that one. I do find that interesting. I don't know. I find that's a little food for thought. So, new update here. The YouTuber who found out that he was suing Charlie, which is an insane sentence, over 30 seconds of footage. Yeah, that guy doesn't want to keep going forward with it.
The potential lawsuit that I was wrapped up in is no longer being pursued. It is amicably being banished to the Shadow Realm, so it's done and dusted. I even talked to Brad Arnold on the phone a couple of times, who is one of the people listed in the demands letter that was teetering on.
And again, part of the reason that Charlie was even saying this in the first place is because he reached out and these people didn't even answer the email. So Charlie was like, oh shit, this is actually like a lawsuit. I'm really getting sued.
Lawsuit. And he was very friendly and apologetic about the whole thing. And he was kind of filling me in on things with this system that he didn't even know was going on and he didn't agree with. And I think there's actually a lot to talk about in regards to how this even happened in the first place. But first, let me give you the lay of the land here in case you don't know the lore with what's going on. To bring you up to speed, the previously on Dragon Ball Z, if you have no clue what I'm talking about, yesterday I made a video going over how I might be sued, as I had been served some very hefty legal paperwork. It was spearheaded by an IP law firm believing that I was liable for potential copyright infringements and damages in the many tens of thousands of dollars, even into the six figures.
You're liable for over $100,000 in damages because you showed someone else's content on screen that featured your content for a grand total of 30 seconds. I don't know what lawyer was writing this.
In the paper,
it's actually fucking crazy.
There was a sense of urgency to comply and respond, and failure to do so would enact even bigger penalties, and that would be when the full lawsuit would come through. What I received was the demands. And when I received this, I was of course pretty skeptical because there are a lot of like fraudulent bad actors out there that are phishing. Who knows, this could have been fucking pages from the Death Note for all I knew.
And it turned out there were fraudulent bad actors who were handling this. Unfortunately, they are like legally practicing lawyers.
It was representing two YouTubers, Brad Arnold and Reed Timmer. And I didn't immediately recognize who that was. And I don't do like React content or anything, so I was pretty confused. I thought this may have just been, you know, potential...
Was it legal mindset? Well, he tried to reach out to him and then it said this area code is not accepting local calls.
Phony baloney, you know. suing.
He called collect and his Korean phone number didn't answer.
Local Florida man because
he's way out east.
Pooped
Yeah.
when he met.
When I go out east, people are like, "Oh, okay, so you're going to the Hamptons." When he goes out east, it's like, "Yeah, I'm finding better women in Thailand."
To fart, you know, I thought this could be made in error, especially because the language in the paperwork was very fishy, saying like I used it multiple times, but then it just listed the same YouTube video twice as if they were separate instances. It was a live stream I did during Hurricane Milton. I live in Tampa, so Hurricane Milton came through with the fucking meat, and I was streaming during it, and of course I was checking in on Milton to see what the fuck was going on out there with this hurricane that was in my own.
The cope from the weather community on Twitter is really interesting. Wavy, shoot me over a message. I'll take a look at it. But I feel like right now is a real king-making time for the weather community. Anybody who comes out right now and says, "Hey, I would have let Charlie watch my content," whoever that is stands to gain a fuckload right now. Whichever content creator gives the quote-unquote correct take and goes, "Oh, reaction streamers can watch my shit whenever they want," that guy's gonna be a fucking millionaire.
Backyard here slapping us around.
Can I say something?
Like, this is the opportunity for one storm chaser to step out and be like, "Hey, look, I'm fine with it. Come watch me anytime you want." And that guy's gonna get flooded.
And some of the footage that I showed was...
One of them invited Charlie to go storm chasing. That would be insane. That would be, yeah. That, see, right there, that's how you make yourself generational wealth off of this controversy.
One was from Ryan Hall, y'all, who had footage from Brad Arnold in it, and the other was a bit of Reed Timmer. They were both storm chasing Hurricane Milton at the time, and in total, the footage that was used across both of their work was less than 2 minutes, and it was very, very briefly shown just to stay knowledgeable on what was happening, both for my own safety and just, of course, to like show the audience this is the hurricane that's here. It was...
Dude, this is the craziest tweet I've ever seen. Look at this shit. "I am not suing Moist Critical." Look at this. Look at this fucking thumbnail. He's just it's just a picture of him with his mouth gaping. "I am not suing Moist Critical" is insane.
Not copying it or stealing it or trying to like make money off it or anything like that. I reached out to
Dude, everyone goes after clout chasers, but nobody ever talks about storm chasers.
both of them privately just to check, hey, are these real right here? Are we dealing with big naturals, or is this all, you know, like fake? What's going on? I just wanted to verify the authenticity. But 2 days went by and I didn't hear back, and since the paperwork did express a very real sense of urgency, I made the assumption that...
Holy fuck, dude, what is this? All right, I don't know if Wavy sent anything, but it might be this tweet. It's this... Dude, Wavy sent this tweet. I just found this organically. You want to read a retard's post right here? Holy shit. Wow. Copyright law. Some of you all need to study and read up on it. Please defend this. Please, God, defend this. As we've seen today, Reed Timmer and Brad Arnold had their content stolen. Who are these guys? Okay, they're both substantially large content creators. Had their content stolen from them, dude. I don't even know how you could watch fucking Brad Arnold's content after that clip we saw. That 30 seconds of being like on the screen extremely small is obviously a market replacement. Like that's yeah, dude, the content was stolen. They put a gun to his head and stole all 30 seconds of that footage. Had lawsuits filed against the perpetrator. I don't think any lawsuit was filed against anyone. I think a lawsuit was sent. Dude, this is a study and read up on it. Apparently lawsuits were filed, according to this fucking moron. What I find funny about this is the perpetrator made a YouTube video pleading his case and how he used 30 seconds and was showing people. And every single one of you listened to what he said as if it was gospel from the Bible. His fans are now sending death threats to 2 individuals who work hard to get the content they shoot and own. This is not okay. I don't care if it's 2 seconds or 2 hours of video that I don't think that you understand how, I guess, Dude, you need to do your own research. You're not allowed to show 2 seconds of my video. Hey, am I legally allowed to read your fucking tweet right now? Am I breaking the law by reading your tweet? This is some like I own the copyright to my face bullshit. Holy fuck, dude. It's copyright and it's the law. Do we have any is he gonna cite any like actual any case or something that defends his perspective? It does not give you the right to threaten the life of anybody. Oh, I forgot the content stealing is actually directly in relation to how many death threats the idiots get who actually sent the copyright notice and the lawsuits. That's what yeah, dude, Charlie apparently committed copyright infringement because his fans, that we don't even know if they're actually his fans, sent death threats on his behalf after a lawsuit was filed, but not filed against him. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. Oh, look.
Nicholas the
Star is
Goat,
back.
thank you for the $5.
I think I've banned that LT Star guy like 600 times. He's got like a new account every single time. I don't care if it's 2 seconds or 2 hours of video. It's copyright and it's the law. It does not give you the right to threaten the life of anyone. I will not stand for it. We should be asking ourselves, why? Why would somebody with $100 million Twitch deals and millions of followers need to steal people's content? Again, I'm just wondering, where was the stealing? What was stolen? Is this one of their friends? Is Jordan Hall like friends with these guys and like going out to defend his boy? Because I think anytime that you tweet like, oh, you got to read up on this, you need to really look into these fine details, and you have no idea what you're talking about, it's very funny. I could respect it if he's out here defending his boy, right? But this is like a Superman, you know, I don't know what's happening here. Here's an important fact that gets overlooked. The national media does hurricane coverage, and they pay big money for content to provide news. So using that as an excuse that he's saving lives needs to get tossed out the window. Okay, I get your problem with the national news. I would even come out and defend you for it. But this is not what happened here. The fact of the matter is you don't know until you hear both sides of the story the amount of work that goes into finding the copyright infringement. Well, why would you make this tweet before talking to your friend who's now not suing Charlie anymore? And I'm sorry, I don't care how long your work takes to make. If it's transformative and it's like providing critique or, you know, transforming it enough that like it becomes like my content via fair use doctrine and stuff. I'm sorry it took you a while to make it. I try not to watch like animation content on my stream for that reason, right? Because there's two reasons why. Unless an animator or artist comes directly to me, I don't know how much content I can really get out of a minute and a half. Like these are like 1.5 to 2 minute videos. So I don't know how much reasonably I'm going to do to transform it. Most of these things are just like, haha, that's funny, moving right along. So I'd rather push people towards that type of content than actually showcase it on my channel. That's just kind of my philosophy with it. So like Lazy Shell, I love showing Lazy Shell because Lazy Shell like mentions it. Hey, check out this new fucking thing that I made. And I like promoting him and stuff like that. Actually, Lazy Shell, I was just told this. I didn't even know. Apparently he's doing the art for the next episode of Half Baked Podcast, which is fucking awesome. So apparently now we're paying Lazy Shell to make our artwork, which is crazy because I didn't even know that was happening. All right, shout out Lazy Shell. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the Amon Animations guy, I didn't even watch that video on the stream, and I think I needed to because I didn't realize how big of a piece of content that was. Apparently Papa Gut got into a fight over it, and there's like a Connor vid, not a fight over it, but Papa Gut got like chirped at by Ethan and this Amon video popped off. I was just like, oh, this is an animated video, so I probably won't watch this, thinking that there wasn't a lot of, apparently there's a ton to add. I was wrong. I don't know. We got to watch the 1.5-hour Charlie reaction before we can make a clear judgment on the situation. If Charlie is telling the truth, which I'm using here, like, that's my judgment call. If he's lying, obviously that's a whole different story, but based off the responses, I can take his word for it because it seems like they pulled out, or at least one of them has. If it's 30 seconds of footage stolen off of somebody else's video that he has up for like 3 minutes, most of which was paused, yeah, there's nothing there. They what? I don't know. I didn't see the Amon Animations video. I guess the moral of the story there, with the tangent that I just put on, is like, yeah, I do think reaction stuff can steal content and curb views, but like, it doesn't matter how hard the work was. If I spend 30 minutes watching your 1.5 minute video that took you 6 months to make, and I watch like 3/4 of it, right? And I transform it, and I'm sitting there and having a whole discussion about it, and it prompts a debate. Odds are, at the end of the day, whatever I post to my YouTube channel is my fucking content. It's not serving as a market replacement for your content. It's my content, and my people are watching because of all the other stuff that happens in the clip. They've probably seen your video already. The intention is not to pull views from you, but to like make a new piece of content out of it, right? The amount of time that you put into it is not the factor of fair use. Like, it's not like a factor of fair use to my knowledge. And if it is, it's not a significant one. It's how it's all about what my content is when I'm watching it, right? If I'm just sitting here nodding my head along, then you got a great case. But if we're actually like arguing over the facts of the matter, with like the Amon one is probably a good example, then I think that I'm probably going to be okay. There's a reason why all the people fear-mongering, oh, all these YouTubers are going to be sued, aren't seeing YouTubers actually get sued. Papa God is a woke king right now. Wavy. They also keep saying these media companies steal our clips, but like, It's a total straw man. That's not what's happening with Charlie. Well, I understand if they're upset about that, but taking it out on Charlie because it's public and big and people are looking at it is the wrong way to go about it. So yeah. But he has 17 million followers, so I'm getting exposure. That's not why either. First of all, exposure doesn't pay the bills. Money does, sure. The way that you grow your brand is by getting eyes on your work and collaborating. It's hard to get eyes on your work on a platform when you just let anyone and everyone start using your content without asking and paying for it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but literally anyone can use your content. They don't have to ask you for it. They don't have to pay you for it. They just have to transform it. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, this is really difficult. You guys go in the you guys fucking drive through storms and shit. It's like really hard to do. But ultimately, as long as they're transforming your content, then it's their content. The video is property at the end of the day. Stealing someone else's video is not different than walking into their house and stealing a TV. Theft is theft. I think that the biggest, I don't know, this is a hot take here. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this because I'm not like a huge music guy. As a casual music fan, I have never understood why samples need to clear. I've never fucking understood that. I don't know why someone has been inspired by your work to make a new piece of media that is distinguishably different than your piece of media, but if that sample doesn't clear, they can't sell it. Why? There is so many different types of like leaked songs that I have listened to that are burned by their sample, right? And it sucks. I wish that the way that fair use exists on YouTube existed for music, because there's so much good music that we're probably never going to get to hear because some fucking asshole didn't clear it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not making enough money off of this. I'm not going to clear your sample. Yeah, because labels are cutthroat. I mean, it just sucks, dude. You know what's funny? This is actually a random aside right now. Did you know that Not Afraid was not supposed to be the lead single of Recovery, but a sample didn't clear, so it became the lead single? That's like a happy accident. I don't know the name of it. Fuck. It's around, because I think they couldn't clear Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, this is it. They couldn't clear Stairway to Heaven.
Is this really
So this was supposed to be the lead single. Thank you for the 20 gifted while this is playing through.
Oh, whatever it's worth, I'm the last man on earth who'll ever love you.
Is this
the
really
way
Wally?
I love you. And we've both done our dirt. I don't want you to hurt.
Again, I'm not like I think that the right song ended up being the lead sample. But yeah, this, if you want to watch this, I recommend you check it out. It's part of the most recent leaked sets of Eminem songs. Yeah, it's called I'm Sorry.
Never once did you say how lucky you were to have me. Never once did you say
Is this
that I...
Wally?
Yeah, the audio is probably shit on YouTube. Anytime you hear the YouTube version of it, it sucks.
made you happy, only how miserable you were. God, why do I
But you can hear the era that it comes from. I just wonder if that shit, if like fair use existed for music, what kind of good music we would have right now. Or I guess in I wonder what songs we wouldn't have right now because people didn't have to get creative. Maybe that really maybe it'd be a double-edged sword. Maybe we'd be missing some classics, you know? Kind of happy it didn't clear. Yeah, I mean it's not better. It's not even close to as good as Not Afraid is. Wait, it actually sucks ass. Yeah. Well, it turns out that the people who have Stairway to Heaven
I really like
saved Eminem's album. Did you ask for permission to play the snippet? The leaker might sue you. Yeah. Well, actually, I think he's in jail now.
Is this really lolly?
I'm pretty sure they got that motherfucker. I think that guy got arrested. He put out like 25 Eminem songs 6 months ago. I think he got arrested. It was somebody's fucking dad or something. Like the guy was leaking it, and Paul found out who it was, and I think he got completely fucked. He had a YouTube channel named like Eminem something where he was.
I really like
you. You know, people look for like instrumental music, right? Like these instrumental edits or these like recreated things. He had one of those channels where he was pretending to be creating these Eminem instrumental remakes.
I really like
but it was actually just CDQ quality rips that were stolen from the company. Like stolen from Shady Records. So he was pretending that he was making these beats and stuff.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Like replica beats and shit of Eminem songs, but it was really just CDQ rips. And you could hear it because some of them still had back vocals from versions of songs that weren't released. So it was like an open secret. This guy just fucking stole a bunch of Eminem's shit and was like republishing it on social media. He's the one who leaked the Christopher Reeves version from the actual original encore version of Christopher Reeves that was talking about like Saddam Hussein and shit. He had like an instrumental that had completely different outro like stuff in it. I think that's funny. Yeah, Paul fucked that guy. That guy got totally fucking... He leaked a song.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like it.
He leaked a song that was supposed to be released if Eminem was killed by Suge Knight. That was a thing that happened. There's like a variant diss track that we never heard that got leaked onto the internet. And it was supposed to only exist if Eminem got assassinated. Paul did what? Yeah, where is it? Let me see that one. I actually opened a stream with that one time. I think it's pretty good. Suge diss. Because he said I never even mentioned Suge Knight. He was only going to mention Suge Knight if they killed him.
Side of that bench, get it again, and LAPD you'll be saying who did this shit again. No one who did it, but still nobody admits it. But if I get killed for this shit, I know who did it. Y'all ain't gotta go to limits to solve.
Like the chorus is him just saying Suge shot me over and over again.
Expect a visit from 40 to 50 battles on your steps, ready, set to let the shots go pop. Tell him who shot you. I'm holding Suge responsible for the deaths of the two.
Yeah, the chorus is like, you guys killed you killed Tupac and Biggie.
Rappers to ever grace the face of this planet. If only the late, great Mr. Christopher Wallace could talk, he could tell you himself. I'm holding Suge responsible for the death of Ja Rule or anyone else down with the road. In the immortal words of Pac, speaking for me and
I actually, unlike the other song, if you haven't heard Smack You, you need to listen. This song is great. This is 5 minutes of fucking
Nick just started insulting me
peak diss lyrics from the mid-2000s. Holy fuck, dude. All right, sorry. That was a huge random segue right there. The only other thing I wanted to showcase for the intro, sorry, that just took a huge detour, is popular MMOs. I don't know what the fuck happened. Apparently this guy he got sober and found out that he lost $250,000.
What's up, dudes? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video. And today, guys,
Christopher Wallace was Biggie. Yeah.
This is a video I really wasn't expecting to make. The first two, I knew that was happening when I got out of rehab and I was trying to get sober.
Bro, this guy gets out of rehab and he's like, yo, where's my $250,000? It's so insane.
Work on my...
Who is popular MMOs? I heard that, isn't this guy like, he's got like some history, right? I know that, I assume everyone already knows who this guy is. I'm walking into this completely blind.
I wanted to make a video to help people. And
are you sure he's sober? I have no idea who he is. Is this a fucking, should I not have put this in as an intro segment?
Awesome, like so many people have messaged me saying it helped them or it helped their family members.
He's an OG Minecraft YouTuber. Listen, there's two paths for an OG Minecraft YouTuber, like first generation, okay? Either rehab and bettering his life or whatever, or pedophile. So I'm happy that he has chosen the correct side.
And really, if I could save someone's life, that would mean the absolute world to me.
What the fuck is behind him? What is this? This looks like a landlord paint job. There's some shit on his walls, and it also has whatever wallpaper on it. What is that? Oh, it appears the Rangers have scored.
But this one, something I really wasn't expecting. And I did know during my addiction, my brain pretty much shut off. Like, I was so, like, unaware of...
Dude,
I really like it.
Guys, former drug addict finds out he has no money left when he sobers up, dude. Where did it go? Who stole it? I don't mean to be a dick. Guy gets high and $250,000 vanishes. The only proof left over by the assailant was like a fucking was a receipt for a casino, guys. What happened?
I think some people sometimes don't realize like how bad.
Guys, I just went on a 15-day bender. All my money was stolen from me, and all I have left is a fucking keychain from Mohegan Sun. What happened?
I can get, and I hit.
He's an alcoholic. Okay, sorry.
Absolutely rock bottom. Like, so far you could imagine. Like, I couldn't remember anything. Like, it was a lot scarier.
I'm sorry, when you say I couldn't remember anything, I assume it's drugs, not alcohol. Not to, like, diss alcoholism, but usually that... I would assume that has to be drugs.
Then, like...
Unless you were literally drunk for, like, 2 years.
Like, I would have ever expected it to be. Like, I would wake up some days, I wouldn't remember, like, family members' names, wouldn't remember my girlfriend's name, my own name.
Like, if you're waking up sober and forgetting people's names, I have nothing to pull from in my own life that could even be comparable to what you've experienced. I can't comprehend it. I'm sorry. I'm not there with you on that.
People's birthdays.
I've never seen someone be so, like, I had an uncle who was an alcoholic, right? He's dead now, but I had an uncle who was an alcoholic. He wasn't forgetting people's names.
Like, it was like
I have no frame of reference.
Getting amnesia, and it wasn't like blacking out from drinking or something. It was
he died, but he remembered everyone's names right up until the end.
Literally, like, I just couldn't remember things. I couldn't access parts of my memory, and I assume that's definitely mixing, you know, drugs and alcohol, which is just scary. And guys, like, I'm so glad people are joining me for this journey, because I don't want anyone to go through some of the stuff that I went through. And if you are, like, just know, like, if I was able to crawl out of that hole, and literally I could not.
All right, but thank you. I love the uplifting stuff, but unfortunately, our intro has lasted 57 minutes, so I need to know where your money went.
This piece of
but know that I shout out to you, and I'm glad you're sober.
Paper right here, and guys, stick around for all of this. This is crazy. I have tons of evidence of someone stealing so much money. Like,
now, can somebody get? I want to talk to this guy.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
If I had one question with
Nicholas
popular
DeOrio.
MMOs,
Keffel's appreciate.
I would ask him, in his time as a chronic alcoholic, to the point where he was forgetting people's names and his brain was so fucking scrambled, I want to know, for even a brief second, did he ever consider going online and doing a stream on Silent Hill talking about someone's right to mount their Yorkie? You know, this is the perfect guy. It's actually what I need to ask this guy a question, because this guy apparently was like a hardcore alcoholic. I need to know if there's like a bestiality link.
And doing a lot of terrible things. So stick around for all of it. It gets pretty insane. And I figured out everything. Now that I'm sober, I'm able to think and I'm functioning.
He said he did drugs. Well, yeah, but still, it doesn't matter. Oh, meth, heroin. Okay, apparently all those are on the table too. Did any of them give him like the chronic urge to fucking blast his hamster? I need to know these things.
Doing really well, so kind of interesting to see. So yeah, someone got arrested.
Yeah, YMS said he did meth.
If you read this right here, so it says what happened to them was driving under the influence, prostitution, or sex-related offense. So they probably got a DUI. Honestly, they just didn't, like, you know, write exactly.
Dude, this picture, like, look at this thumbnail. You can't see it because the chat's on the screen. I'm looking out of the corner of my eye. The bag that he's sleeping on looked like hair, and I thought that was Mike from PA, like an AI image of Mike from PA getting arrested. Dude, that's diabolical. When it's that small, I literally did. I thought it was fucking Mike from PA.
Exactly what it was. So their vehicle got impounded, and apparently it's mine. Like, I won a car somehow, but it sounds like I paid for this car, so, you know. This is why you have to check your accounts. Like, even if someone doesn't have a problem with, like, alcohol and drugs, literally, this is a reminder to everyone, check your accounts, because people could be stealing just a little bit of money.
Dude, this is a reminder, guys. If $250,000 vanishes from your bank account, you should probably do something about it. What the fuck, man?
But they're about to learn.
So this is the thing Smaggle sent me. This is actually him getting arrested.
And that Pat has no intention of making it easy.
All right, step out real quick. We're just gonna place you in handcuffs.
Is it just him getting out of the car?
Look at what? Like you're.
I thought this was America. I thought this was America. Oh fuck, he's running.
We're not doing this. All right. Kilo 261 fighting one. Kilo 261 fighting one.
I got the nether sword.
Stop.
The nether. God. The nether.
It does add up over time. This added up to a lot, and it's horrible. So apparently I have a 2018 Mazda.
Dude, you hear like, we got a runner! And then all of a sudden you hear like the COD zombies like,
I know nothing about cars. I actually didn't even look to see what one looks like. But at the end of this, guys, I may actually get this car. So, and the person's name is here. I am aware of who it is. I'm obviously not going to put their name in the video because the police are handling this. And oh my god, talking to the police, that scared me. But I've never looked at a Mazda, and I opened up a tab, so...
Yeah, dude, imagine it. Sir, you're going to have to get out of the car immediately. And he just goes, chicken jockey. And he's just, dude, he's gone. He's just, yeah, chicken jockey. I've been watching, my AI feed is completely fucked right now. absolutely completely fucked. My Instagram is now just AI. It used to be AI and gambling. Now it's just AI. And it's all of these like Trump being like, I was doing a business meeting. Yes, I know. We just got back from Epstein's Island. I don't know anything about it or whatever. It's so, dude. And there was one, they're doing the UFC stuff right now. And I saw one and it sounded real. They had like Joe Rogan. It had John Anik. And it was two women fighting. And they were just, all right, maybe this is a bad example for stream. All right. I don't know why I just went on that rant. Now I have to kind of give the payoff here. They were loading a dishwasher and fucking Anik was just screaming. And Joe's like, look at the, like, dude, look at his form. It's like, dude's insane.
Check out, see what car again. 2018.
They were washing dishes. It was insane.
Mazda. All right, so let's look at that.
They also had one of, that I'm sure Hassan Piker would like, of two people, I guess, fighting over a $100 bill.
Images here. Apparently, I may get this car, which is hilarious in itself. I'm trying to make light of the situation that a lot of money was stolen from me, and I might not get it all back. But, yeah, apparently this car I may have paid for without...
You know the fucked up part of this whole situation for popular MMOs? Even if he gets this car, he's probably already eaten so much depreciation. Like, even if he somehow gets this car back, he probably can't sell it for like anything remotely close to what he paid for it.
Not even knowing, which is crazy.
Fucking Stephen Hawking. Oh, Stephen Hawking coming down in the... I saw that one.
So also, I got this too.
Yeah, 30% minimum. Yeah, dude, I saw... Oh my God, bro. There was somebody on the... I gotta find this fucking thing really quickly because I responded to this guy and he was just so fucking felted. I was watching... Somebody had a meltdown on the Tesla subreddit and was like trashing this dude. He was like... So a guy was like, why would we want this feature? And the guy goes, I don't know, the same reason people want farts coming out of their speakers. It's kind of funny sometimes. And the guy goes, good point, I didn't want that either. The guy goes, you must be fun at parties. He comes out and flexes, hey, actually, I have a Tesla Model X. You and I are different people, okay? You know what the funny part of flexing your fucking car is? Your Tesla Model X, the expensive $100,000 car. Thank you.
About rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate
This
Rape
is
Review.
dude. This guy was trying to big dog his fucking his car. This guy was trying to flex his $100,000 car. The funny part is right now, if you buy his car back, it would cost whatever this guy spent on his Tesla Model Y. That's how shit these cars are in terms of depreciation. This guy's flexing a car that is now worth as much as what this guy paid for his car brand new. I don't know how you could flex one of those.
So this I also ignored because it went with that.
Actually, I drive a Model X, so my standards are a bit higher than you.
Oh.
It's like, well, actually, if you sold your Model X, you might be able to scrounge enough to buy my Model Y.
As you can see, my name here, towing. They have really great penmanship. Great job. And apparently I was supposed to pick this up.
Every car loses its value as soon as it drives off the lot. Yeah, that's why you're supposed to buy watches. Fuck yeah, dude. Or, invest in like actual stocks and save for retirement and retire at 40 and all these things which you should be doing instead of doing any of these luxury good hunts.
It wasn't actually where I live either. It was like down further south in Florida. And trust me, when I got a
All right, I'm done with the popular MMOs thing. I found that funny. Let's get into today's subject because we're already an hour into the stream. And I'm just kind of droning on. Thank you guys to everyone who's out here, though. Not surprised it came from a Tesla one. Why would you buy a car when you could buy an AP? Everyone's telling me not to buy AP. I'm in a crisis right now. Everyone's telling me do not get anywhere near AP because they're going in the wrong direction. They're pandering to, I shit you not, they're pandering to influencers. It's going to be the death of the brand. You even hear, even like Nico Leonard is kind of talking these talking points. This is where everywhere I turn, it's all I hear is like, oh, they're going all the wrong places right now. They're paying these influencers to wear their watches and stuff. People were saying like, I sold my AP watch because I saw there were YouTubers paid to wear them or something. I was like, this is just insane. So yeah, if anyone from AP wants to pay me to wear their watches, I would do it with a smile. Okay. I would absolutely love that. Holy shit, dude. Unironically, little watch talk before we get started. Like, this is very little because it's one sentence. I think the AP Royal Oak I think it's nicer than anything in Patek's fucking catalog. That's like my hot take. I wouldn't take Ethan Klein's Nautilus over a nice Royal Oak. That's the nuclear take here. Despite any issues that people have with that brand, I absolutely think that the AP Royal Oak. So the guy who made the Royal Oak made the Nautilus. I literally think it's Solos, Patek. Yeah, you have your grandpa's old Timex. That's pretty fucking based. Timex is sick. I got a Timex camper that I wear a lot. I don't like the shape of the Nautilus. I'll pull up a picture really quick. I'm just gonna compare Nautilus and Royal Oak because they were made by the same person. Oh, good. There's an internet versus thing on front of it. Open image, new tab. I'm just saying. Tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. These are two extremely sought after versions. Blue dial. These things have huge overs on the secondary market. Whatever. White gold or steel, doesn't matter. I'm picking. I love the screws. I love the dial. I don't know. I'm just telling you. AP over Patek. You're wrong. Fair. Fair fake name. Fair.